Hey guys, I'm Shayna and welcome back to my channel. If you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button. So today I'm going to be talking a little bit about my pageant experiences because I feel like my experiences in pageantry have helped me shape into the person I am today, and I get to just kind of share what I've been through with you guys and maybe those of you who are thinking about doing a pageant or not sure if it's really something that you'd want to do. Hopefully my story or my experiences can help you make a decision or kind of encourage you to go after what you want. So I competed for Miss Canada Globe in 2017. The pageant is 10 days long. The first 3 days are the regional competition and the last 7 are the nationals competition. So I'm just gonna kind of quickly go through what each day involves and how the experience was for me. So those first 3 days are made up of mostly training. There's training for hair and makeup. There's also walk training for the different areas of competition, including runway, swimsuit, and evening gown. So on the third day, it's the regional competition. This day involves an interview with the judges in the morning, and then that night you compete with opening number, swimsuit, and evening gown. The title you get depends on the score from all of the areas of the competition. That night at the regional competition that I competed, I was fortunate enough to win Miss Ontario 2017. So here's my sash that I got. Another thing I really like about the regional competition is that you can have your family members crown you as your title. So a lot of girls choose, a parent or a loved one or even a good friend to do it. I actually asked my Opa and my Oma to crown me as Miss Ontario because they had been so supportive in my journey. So I had my Opa put the sash on me and my Oma put the crown on. So the morning after the regional competition is the very first day of the national competition, and that day is full of busyness. There are photo shoots as your regional title, and there is an interview and platform statement with the judges for the national competition. And then that night, we were basically tourists in Toronto. We visited Nathan Phillips Square, and we visited the CN Tower, and we basically went to all those spots that you probably would want to go to if you're a tourist or a visitor visiting Toronto. On the second day of the national competition, we go to lunch with our sponsor, and then we get to go to the Eaton Centre for some shopping. And then that night we have dinner as well as salsa dancing. On the third day of the national competition, we get to go to Canada's Wonderland, which was great. Shayla and I basically owned the park. We were running to and from all the different rides. We had so much fun. The night of the third day is the night where we get to go out for dinner and we do karaoke singing. I am not a very good singer. I don't think they even have a clip of me singing. That's probably how bad I was. The fourth day of the national competition is full of rehearsals in the morning, and then that evening there is the Miss Bikini and Miss Runway competition. So the Miss Bikini competition, which is held poolside, is basically a fashion show in your swimsuit, and you kind of get to make it your own look, and you strut your stuff around the pool and the judges will judge for a Miss Bikini. I actually ended up winning Miss Bikini for my category. After the Miss Bikini competition is the Miss Runway competition. So that is really fun. You get to basically create your own high fashion outfit and strut your stuff again poolside. So in my category, I actually also ended up winning the Miss Runway competition as well, which I also won another crown. So I actually have 2 of these crowns. These competitions are more like practice for when you are on stage. They're just for fun. You do get a crown and sash with these competitions. However, they do not count towards your score for finals night. So the 5th day of the pageant is the preliminary competition in the evening. The morning is usually full of rehearsals. The preliminary competition is basically when you walk out in your swimsuit and your evening gown for the judges. We at MCGP also include the national costume competition that night as well. So my costume was basically a big maple leaf sitting on my back with a white dress that resembled like the Canadian snow, and I had red thigh-high boots with a whole bunch of jewelry from my Aboriginal reserve in Tyendinaga, as well as I had a British flag and a Dutch flag because I'm half Dutch and I have some British in me as well. Following the national costume competition, you walk out in your swimsuit and your evening gown. So at the end of the preliminary competition, they announced the Best in Costume award, and for my category, I won Best in Costume. Earlier in the week, all the contestants performed their talent for a panel of judges, and the judges basically pick the top 10 best talents in each category. Those top 10 best talents will perform again on the 6th night of the pageant at the Talent Gala. I actually won Miss Best Talent for my category as well. The last day of the pageant is the day of finals, and we do some last minute rehearsals as well as getting ready. The show starts out with an opening number dance and announcing your title. That section of the competition is then followed by the swimsuit competition, and each contestant walks out in their swimsuit. Following the swimsuit competition, there is an evening gown competition. So I wore this gorgeous pink mermaid gown by Ellie Wild. Once the evening gown competition comes to an end, the top 5 in each category are announced. These top 5 girls must answer an on-stage interview question. The question I was asked was, why do you want to win Miss Canada, or why do you want to win your national title this evening?
Thank you for the question. I would like to win my national title this evening because I believe that I would be an excellent role model for younger women throughout Canada. I'm driven, I'm hardworking, and I'm kind, and I believe that that's something that I need to spread throughout the women of Canada, and that women need to learn that it's okay not to be perfect, and I'm not nearly perfect, and I would like to show them that that's okay and that's normal, and to be themselves no matter what. Thank you.
By the time the night came to a close, I was standing hand in hand with my best friend Shayla. When I was announced Miss Canada Globe 2017, I was so excited and so overjoyed. I had worked so hard for this and I wanted it so badly, and there's nobody I would have rather been standing there with when they announced my name than Shayla. As the winner of Miss Canada Globe, I was blessed with so many opportunities and exciting events that I got to go to and attend over my year of reign. I was able to attend the Orono Fair. I went to a Take Back the Night walk for Bethesda House, which is a shelter for abused women. I went to so many different prom fashion shows. I went to the Royal Agricultural Winter Fair, which was really cool. I love going to the Royal, so that was a really fun experience, probably one of my favorite appearances of all. Of course, I was in all kinds of Santa Claus parades. I went to many bridal shows and bridal fashion shows. I attended Toronto Fashion Week. I was a judge and a special guest at several other pageants. I went to the Victoria Day Speed Fest at the Canadian Tire Motorsport Park. Canada Day celebrations were, of course, huge festivities for me. So arriving back in Toronto to crown my successor was really bittersweet because I was kind of sad that I wasn't going to be Miss Canada anymore, but I also knew that once I crowned my successor, I would get to head to my international competition. At the end of the night, I crowned Shauna Griffiths as the new Miss Canada Globe. And then the next day, I got ready to train for my international competition, the Miss Globe 2018. I arrived in Albania on October 10th, 2018. Our accommodations were at the beautiful resort Fafa Grand Blue. This resort had everything. It was absolutely beautiful, this gorgeous view of the ocean, as well as friendly staff and great food. As soon as I arrived at the hotel, I had to do a photo shoot and video shoot with my national costume. My roommates for the Miss Globe 2018 were Miss Thailand and Miss Philippines, and we ended up having such a fun time together. We were able to do some sightseeing in Albania, and we visited the Duca winery. We tried some of their wine, and we had some lunch there. It was a beautiful location. We visited a coliseum and just some different locations, and we were able to see more of the country. We were on the morning news, and we were on a television show in Albania, and we were able to do a whole bunch of fun competitions and mini games. These competitions were intense. We were like jumping on each other and we played tug of war, and it was so much fun. It was a great way for us all to bond together and just have fun. On the night of October 14th, it was the Miss Bikini competition. I ended up winning first runner-up or second place at Miss Bikini. On the morning of October 15th, we departed for Montenegro, which is the country just north of Albania. At the border, we were greeted by the Albanian Motorcycle Club, who escorted us on the back of their Harleys to Ulcin, Montenegro. Riding with the Albanian Motorcycle Club was probably one of my favorite moments of the entire competition. Montenegro was really fun. We were able to do a whole bunch of different activities and make different appearances throughout Ulcin, Montenegro. We also competed for our talent competition, and I ended up placing in the top 10 for Best in Talent. When we arrived back in Albania, we visited different towns in Albania as well, including Berat, which was absolutely beautiful. We visited this really cool castle. The views and the location was absolutely stunning. The last couple of days of the pageant involved a lot of rehearsals at the venue for the final show, and we were able to meet the president of Albania, which was really neat. Finals night of Miss Globe was so much fun. The first part of the competition involved us walking out in our swimsuit. Then we walked out in a sponsor's outfit for the high fashion competition. Following that, we walked out in an evening gown of our choice. I wore this gorgeous red J'adore evening gown dress, which was sponsored to me. Following the evening gown competition was the national costume competition.
Hi everyone, my name is Shayna Canfield. I'm 22 years old and I'm Miss Canada Globe. I'm here in the beautiful country of Albania representing Canada in hopes to take home the crown for the Miss Globe 2018. So far, I love Albania. It is so beautiful, the weather is gorgeous, and everyone is so friendly. I can't wait to experience more culture, try all the foods that Albania has to offer, and get to know all of the other delegates more.
After the national costume competition, I was announced as a finalist in the top 15.
Atëherë, numri 1 është Miss Canada.
Miss Canada is on top 15 finals. Atëherë.
Numri 2 është Miss Rusia.
Each finalist in the top 15 was given a gown to wear for the top 15 competition by Geraldine Esposa. I'm obsessed with the gown that I was given. At the end of the night, Miss China ended up winning the Miss Globe 2018. The Miss Globe 2018 was an experience I will never forget. I was able to meet so many amazing women from all over the world, and these women are not only beautiful, but they are smart and funny and so kind, and I'm blessed to know them. I am hoping that I will be doing a lot more pageants in the future, but I'm not really sure what to do next. So maybe if you guys leave a comment in the comment section, let me know, what do you think? Should I do Miss Universe Canada? Should I do Miss World Canada? I hope you guys liked my video on my pageant experience. I'm hoping to do more pageants in the future, so maybe there'll be more added to this video later on. And I hope that you guys hit that subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up.